from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is
Welcome back. I bet you enjoyed that going into the break. A bit of footy flashbacks from the early 90s, seeing the great North Geelong Anarchy clashes out at the Western Oval. Well, as we did last year, we've got that segment back again with my mate Alex Tagani. No, it's Dave, brother, because you've been putting me off through the break. Alex Tagani's going to talk everything Colts footy, mate. Go for it.
That is correct. Well, there's not a lot of games to talk about, seeing as it's round one. But there was
Thanks very much. Okay.
There was a practice match last week. Belmont Lions enjoyed a 10-goal victory over East Geelong, and we were able to catch up with Belmont Lions coach Aaron Rufus during the week. How's it feeling now that you're an official coach at the Belmont Lions?
Look, yeah, it's not too bad. Having Chucky Hahn on board and with the boys last week, they performed pretty well, and they're sort of starting to work with our structures that we're trying to put in place for the side.
Firstly, for the viewers at home that aren't quite sure about your background, could you tell us what your footballing experience is and even your coaching experience?
Originally played under-18s at Cobden and then moved to Terang Mortlake for 3 years in senior footy, and then went to South Rovers in Warrnambool in the Warrnambool District League for about 5 years, and then moved down here.
Moved down here last season, played a bit of seniors footy. Obviously it wasn't the greatest season for Belmont, but what did you get out of yourself on the field?
Look, coming from pretty successful clubs, coming to a losing side and getting the wooden spoon was a bit of experience for footy, and for me it took a fair bit out of the whole side and the whole club in general. Looking to move forward, and this year with Macca on board's made a big difference, and all the boys are starting to come around and looking forward to this week.
Well, it's the Colts segment here on the GDFL Footy Show, and we want to get back into the Colts side. The players, who are the names that have caught your eyes early on in these practice matches?
Well, you can't really go past our skipper, Alex Maloney. He's been playing pretty well in the last couple of practice matches. Was captain last year in the interleague side and is leading from the front again.
Any other players across the ground?
It ranges from Richie Wiley down back to little Livewire, Mitchie Bowl, Jesse Phillips, another young gun that come through last year and grew out of sight and performed real well.
Finally, it's not too late to actually join the Belmont Lions. So to the viewers at home, in particular the under-18s, do you have any words, to get them on board?
It's Belmont of old's gone now, and we're looking to move forward, moving the senior structures into the juniors, developing the juniors, and with Alex being captain, we've put him in a few different roles, and he's really responded to that, and we're hoping to bring that into the seniors and develop him more this year, and he'll be a quality senior player for Belmont.
Sure sounds it, and we want to thank you very much for joining us and wish you the best of luck against Corio in this round one blockbuster.
No worries, thanks very much.
Thanks for that, Aaron. The Belmont Lions will take on Corio this morning at 10 o'clock. Other games include Winchelsea taking on Bannockburn as a follow-up to the seniors last night. Another game, of course, East Geelong will be playing at the Richmond Reserve. So we wish all the Colts all the best in their round one extravaganzas. And until then, it's back to you, Dick.
Thanks, Alex. There's incredible stuff there coming up with Colts footy in 2014. The segment will be back next week, and yes, it's going to be a very exciting year indeed. And we are now going to have a special guest. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know nothing this year. I've just come straight down from Werribee, from the duck pond. I don't know what's going on. Don't even know who's playing each other.
That's all right, Grubby. We'll get you through this, mate. I know it's a bit confusing, but we have, as we said before we came to the junior segment, that we've got a very special guest on the show this morning, and it's his third year as coach of the Geelong West Cheetahs. Of course, they're involved in the 94.7 match of the day this afternoon against the Werribee Central's Ducks. And I speak, of course, of Nick Washington. G'day, mate.
G'day, boys. How are you?
Good to see you again, mate. Now, this is your third year coaching the Cheetahs, and I must say last year they were pretty competitive. Can we expect an even further improvement this year, 2014?
Oh, look, we'd love to hope so. It was a bit of a breakout year last year, and we worked on it. We thought within our own ranks that things were going to move pretty well. This year, obviously, we've hung on to pretty much all our list, and we've added bits and pieces where we thought we actually need to add to. And look, I guess at this stage, yeah, we'd really be hoping we're going to improve a lot this year. So we'll see how things go.
Good on you, Dick. I only had one question, and you just asked it for me. But, look, last year, obviously heartbreaking to get to the final game and lose, to miss out on the first final series West have had for many a long day. But obviously it's also very, very encouraging that you got that close. What are you going to do different? Obviously you get new players. What are you going to do different? And do you think you can go one better this year?
Oh, look, absolutely. I think last year when we didn't make the finals, although I was disappointed that we didn't make it, I don't think we were ready at that stage. A lot of our young group that's coming through at the time probably were getting ahead of themselves at times, and I think we learned a big lesson from that last year. That's one reason I think we'll go further this year, is our group is another year, a couple more games behind, another season behind them, and they've all played together. And when we go and recruit players, we look for the right sort of players that'll mix in with our players themselves, not just their football ability alone. So we try to add to that so it all works as big chemistry. We've brought on some experienced coaching outside of that as well with Jim Douglas, who's been around the system for a long time, been involved with juniors and stuff, but he's bringing a lot of experience with him. And also Dave Vanderpoel, which he's been involved in a lot of reserves premierships over the last couple of years, and just their wealth of knowledge has been fantastic around the group, and also allowed me to get away from just being the only bloke doing everything, and then sort of allow myself to get involved in other areas. So our game plan and so forth sort of stepped up a lot this year, so we've been able to work on that a lot more this year. So we'll be a lot more structured than we had been in the past. Obviously, another year of coaching underneath my belt, I'm getting more experience as well. So I think that'll add to that as well. So yeah, there's a lot of good things happening at West.
Well, that's good. Now, one of my favourite players I used to watch last year was Dan Kelly. Now, apparently he's gone.
He's gone.
Have you covered him?
Yes, we've covered him.
And have you got a couple of new ruckmen? Don't lie, because I know you have.
We've got one. We've got Michael Gregorio, who comes across us from Forest now. Michael was an interleague representative for CDFL last year and premiership player as well at Forest, so he brings a lot of experience, and he's a bloody big unit too, so helps us out a fair bit.
Well, that's good. Now, a little bird told me that you may have well been in the Werribee area last week watching them play a practice match against Melton. What did you think of them? Because I don't know much about them yet. What do you think of them?
Oh, look, Werribee look fantastic, so it's going to be a great game and a big challenge for us. I think we're very evenly matched, very similar side, very strong midfields, and a very potent forward line, so it should be a very interesting game this weekend.
Well, it'll be great to get out there on Saturday and call what a wonderful game it is. Now, what about numbers all across the park? I mean, last year, a couple of times you were a little bit short, and matter of fact, I even said, have you got enough players so you don't have to go out and make a galari yourself in the twos?
Absolutely. We've had nothing short of we've had nights of 50, 60 blokes on the track so far this year. We haven't had a night less than 30, so in that way, numbers have been absolutely fantastic, and yeah, so it's good.
Nick, thanks very much for coming in, mate. All the very best for the 2014 season. I personally reckon you blokes were the best side outside the final five last year.
Thanks, Nick.
And I really like to see Geelong West get back on track again. Great venue, great bunch of blokes, and Werribee Central's always hard to know what they're up to up there until the footy season gets underway. But thanks for coming in again, mate. And Nick Washington's been our special guest on the... Grub, you want to take over, mate?
Well, I will. Now, tell me this. You just said that about Nick. Now, if that was a Thompson bloke sitting there, do you think Thompson would have been the best side?
No,
you're unbelievable.
Geelong West, the best side outside.
You're unbelievable.
We're going to take a short break. I'm going to belt Grubby, and then we're going to talk about all the games on this afternoon. Back after this.
We are the Raiders from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is